hear this elation in the detective's voice, and he said, "We got him. We got him."
A Tennessee man has now been arrested a year and a half later after 22-year-old Mercedes Vega was found inside a burned car in Arizona.
Now, in a statement released yesterday, a spokesperson with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in Arizona identified the person arrested as 22-year-old Sincere Hayes, as you see pictured here. Now, the statement says that Hayes was arrested in Tennessee by the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, and our Chattanooga's Fallon Howard is joining us live in studio now with more details. Fallon, good morning.
Good morning, Dane and Hannah. That's right. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office inmate records say Sincere Hayes was arrested on November 11th and is being held with no bond. We did some digging and got in contact with a news station in Phoenix, Arizona, who spoke with the parents of Mercedes Vega. They were called when they got a knock at the door from law enforcement on April 17th, 2023.
We called the detective and we were like, explain to us what is going on. And that is when he told us that Mercedes was abducted and that she'd been hit over the head and forced into a vehicle, and that she was shot through her right arm, and that she had been burned alive.
Yeah, we didn't find out a lot of the information, like the bleach in her throat, till after.
6 months later, when we got her autopsy.
The Pillsburys are getting ready for another Christmas without their daughter, but they're relieved to know they're getting closer to getting justice.
What gives us is that she's going to be vindicated and she is going to get justice.
We have reached out to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office for more details on Hayes' arrest. Reporting in studio for our Chattanooga, I'm Fallon Howard. Dane, Hannah, back to you.
Thank you so much, Fallon. And the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in Arizona is working with attorneys to get Hayes extradited and back to Maricopa County in Arizona. Now, I just want to walk us through a timeline of events of the night of Vega's death. We know that she left her apartment around 9 o'clock on, I believe it was April 16th, 2023. She had plans to go see friends. She ended up by abruptly canceling those plans with her friends, saying that she was going to work. Later on, they found her car about a mile away from her apartment complex with the keys still inside and parked illegally, and they did later find her body in that burning car with all of those traumatic injuries that we heard about, the bleach in her throat, the gunshot wound to her arm, and that head trauma as well.
You know, obviously we're waiting on a lot more details, but I think it's fair to argue what this amounts to is essentially torture. We, don't know all the details about it. Sounds like the parents believed that she did not know, Hayes at all, so we don't know if, what the motive was behind that murder, or if this was just a random event. But again, her body found in that burning car in Tonopah, Arizona, which is just west of Phoenix, where her family lived. And of course, a very hard time of year for that family, for the Pillsbury family, as they, remember her with the photos hanging on the walls, as you can see here. They said, making sure that her stocking is still hung during Christmas time.
And like you said, Dane, a lot of questions involving this case, especially with the suspect. We don't necessarily know. I mean, the parents have said that she didn't know her alleged attacker here, and that just a lot of questions up in the air around the motive, if this was just a random attack, if this was planned. A lot of investigating to do later on in this case, but at least a little bit of justice finally for this family, so that they can have a little bit of peace of mind again, it being a year and a half later since this all unfolded.
And of course, we've been in close contact with that Fox affiliate station in Phoenix, Arizona, hoping to communicate and gather those details, across the country, everything that's coming in. Again, we know that Hayes is reportedly a Tennessee resident, so whether, why he was there in Arizona, again, still yet to be seen. We'll continue to follow all of those details here on